super glad that you're here today. I hope that this class is everything that you want it to be. We're going to start with our core and end with some flexibility. Take modifications and breaks as needed. This is your practice. So we'll begin on our backs. Legs can be straight or feet can be planted. Totally up to you how you land. Find a heaviness in the upper body. Find a heaviness in the legs. And start to find some slow breath. I love a ujjayi breath, but if you don't want to breathe through your nose, take a breath that is comfortable for you. If you're breathing with me, we have that big full breath in through the nose. Long, slow breath out of the nose with that slight constriction at the back of the throat. Slowing everything down, right? Getting our body out of this go, go, go mentality. Softening through the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Maybe beginning to shift your attention towards an intention for today's practice. What brought you to your mat? What are you looking for out of this practice? What could you use a little bit more of in your life? And holding on to that intention with the breath as we begin to move throughout this practice. Slowly begin to bring one knee and then the other into the chest. Give them a nice little squeeze here, maybe a little bit of movement. Eyes can still be closed if you like. Beginning to rock a little bit forward and backwards. So you make your way all the way up into a seated position, crisscross applesauce. Inhale for a cow spine, lift belly, lift heart. Exhale, curl up and in, belly lifts, chin extends. Inhale, come forward, lift up, open up. Exhale, curl up and in, chin to chest. Coming back into your neutral space, we're going to inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, take a little twist to the right. Hi. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. It's right here. Inhale, arms back to the sky. Exhale your way into a tabletop. So rocking over those ankles or sliding the legs around to the side. Find that strong foundation here. Lift and engage to the belly. 2 more rounds of cat and cow as you lengthen out. Keep that low belly lifted up. Exhale, curl up and in. Last one. Inhale, roll forward, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, curl up and in. Landing back in that tabletop, let's find plank or modified plank. So modified plank, knees are to the earth. Full plank, we have those toes tucked and lifted and engaged. Back of the neck is nice and long. Breathing here in this space for 5. 4, you can put it on the rock right there. 3, thank you. 2, and 1. Slowly bring those knees back down, press back, child's pose. Big slow breath in as you relax the shoulders down. Long slow breath out. Inhale begins to bring us forward again into that plank or modified plank. So if you're working from modified plank today, just continue to work on building this strength here in your shoulders. If you're working from plank and you'd like to take it up a notch, coming back up, we're going to tap our knees to the earth, scooping in the belly as they come down. 10 and lift. Press into your fingertips and lift. 8 and lift. Think about keeping the spine as long as you can. So not dumping down into the shoulders, shortening the neck. Last 3, 2, lift those high inner thighs, 1, and lower. Come back down to those knees. Child's pose one more time here. Big toes together, knees apart. Rest the head and the chest down. Try to take 2 deep, full breaths. Inhale brings us back to that modified plank or full plank. Final round here on our hands for a moment. Tuck the toes, lift those knees, lengthen out. Alternate knee taps to the earth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog just for a moment. Press the chest back and down. Relax the head and neck. Walk this dog out if it feels good to you. Pushing yourself out of those hands. Reaching opposite heels towards the earth. They may not touch today. That's okay. Relax the head and breathe a little bit bigger. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Slowly make your way up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold, relax the head. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway, scoop and lengthen the core. Exhale, fold, scoop the belly in, bend the knees. Inhale, rise, root, lift. Exhale, forward fold, lift the belly on the way down. Inhale again, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, take a deep bend in the knees, come into a toe squat. So playing with a little bit of balance here. Hands may stay on the ground. They could come to a block or all the way up to those thighs, lengthening up, scooping in through that belly. Rocking back into boat. So we're going to lift through our high inner thighs as you shift back. Feet can stay grounded or lifted. Find me a good place to sit there. That feels better. You can always sit on a blanket as well. Let's tap our toes to the earth. 10, 9, 8, 7. Scoop in, relax the neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Slowly begin to lower down to a canoe. Scoop in the belly as you come down. And come back up to boat. Ooh, I am on a tailbone there. And back into canoe. And boat. Last one. And boat. Come on up. We're going to rock onto our back. So hands or no hands, up to you. I'm going hands today. Knees pull into the chest as we get there. Circle them around one direction and then the other. Then we're going to find a couple of bicycles from here. So hands come behind the head. Elbows try to stay out as wide as possible. Mine always like to creep in towards the center. So just encouraging that length and that opening. And then we rotate through these bicycles at the little 90-degree angle we got here. So try not to take the knee past the hips, coming up into the hip flexors, so that we can really target this low part of our belly. When you're ready, find that first side and start to breathe as you rotate. 1, 2, 3. Just keep pulling down through the belly. 4, lengthening the neck. 5, feel that sensation. 6. All right, don't be afraid of it. Just notice what it is. 8, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be, yay, I'm getting stronger, or I feel my body working. This is awesome. This is such a cool instrument we get to live in. Last couple here. Feeling that burn. Take a break if you need to. Don't bring that tension up into the neck and the shoulders. Keep everything open and wide. Last ones. Woo! And come back to center. hug those knees in. Chin can come up to chest or forehead towards the knees. And then plant those feet hips distance apart. Relax the belly, relax the spine, relax the shoulders. Big full breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale for bridge. Hands plant by the close to the heels. Lift those hips to the sky. Pull belly down. Scoop tailbone towards the back of the knees. Maybe start to walk shoulder blades together behind the back. Keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Exhale will slowly lower us back down. Scoop the belly as you begin to land. Find that place to land, and then release the booty, release the belly, release the shoulders and the neck. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Doing a couple of pulses here. We'll inhale, lifts them up. Exhale, scoop belly in as we begin to lower. Keeping everything as neutral as possible as you can in that upper body. Not drawing tension up into the face, neck, shoulder area. Breathing slowly as you move through this movement. Thinking about squeezing in through that center, pulling everything in. Last couple ones here. You're not sacrificing anywhere just to get to a certain shape, but really paying attention and staying tuned into your body and how it feels today, right? Find a place to land again for a moment. Release the booty, release the belly, release the shoulders. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Crossing the right leg up and over the left. So we're going to play with this. You might not even be able to get the booty off the ground. That's okay. Just think about tilting the hips and then lowering the bum back down. So as we inhale, we'll press up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Scoop belly in. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower. Keep going, breathing big. You're starting to feel sensations change in the body and just noticing what that does to your mind. Do you start telling yourself these stories of I can't? Just continue to check in with yourself and what you need in this moment, and don't judge it. Last breath, we lift up. We slowly lower down, gently unwind those legs, plant the feet. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Coming back to center, we'll switch over. So left leg crosses up and over. We'll take a few rounds here, and you can be going faster or slower than me, totally up to you. We lift and lower. Notice how this one feels compared to the first. There may be a small difference or a big difference. Definitely something worth paying attention to so you can bring balance into this area of your body. Right? This pelvic and low belly area definitely supports a lot of our movement. So we need to take care of it instead of ignoring it or judging it. Last couple rounds. Final round, wherever you are. Lower down, gently unwind those legs. Pause for a moment. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Pull those knees into the chest, give them a nice little squeeze once again. Maybe even think about flattening out the low back onto the mat. Releasing through the sacrum, the shoulders. The legs to the sky for hip stand. Roll through those ankles one direction and then the other. And then we'll start to crisscross the legs. Cross, cross. Cross from the high inner thigh. Cross, relax the shoulders. Cross, cross. Pull down through the belly. Cross, cross. Stay here or start to take them down to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax the shoulders. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should be back to the top. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. 6, 7, 8. And scoop in the belly. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our last round. Think about the legs extending out away from you as you're pulling down through the belly. Breathe big. Come back to center. Cross, cross, slowly open. Cross, cross, slowly open. Cross, cross. Slowly open. Relax the shoulders. Slowly open and cross. Cross. And cross. Cross. Last 3 we go. Cross. Cross. And cross. Last 1. Cross. Knees come back to center, bend them, pull them in, give them a nice squeeze here. We'll start to rock and roll our way back to a tabletop. So if that's not for you, rock onto your side to get there. If you're coming with me, cross over those ankles and find your way back into that tabletop. Playing again with some more balance here. Right hand forward, left foot back, spinal balance. Lift out of that right hip. You should be able to engage those muscles a little bit easier since we've been targeting them. So as we find that balance and stability here, notice how it feels when you wobble a little bit. Yeah? Maybe take a few rounds tapping the elbow to the knee. Last one. And back into that tabletop. Right over to the other side. Left hand forward, right foot back. Play with it here. Notice where your edges are. If it was easier or harder on this side. And then maybe take 3 rounds of those cheetahs if that's for you. Coming back into that tabletop after that final round. We'll move back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift those hips high. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold, drop the head. Inhale, rise again, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. We're gonna walk through another balancing series. So I'll do the first one facing the side for you. And then on the second round, I'll face the front so you can see a different angle. but finding a stork series. So hands to heart center, hands to hips, hands lifted, doesn't matter. Foot can be on the earth, can be grounded or on a block. Pull up and in. We're gonna take this foot right behind us, little tiny baby lunge. So watch the pelvis here. Keep the tailbone tucked. And we're coming right back up into that stork. Up, taking it and crossing it back to the left. So pelvis is starting to open. Back up into that stork. Taking it out to the right. And back up. Lower down. Let's move over to the other side. Stay lifted as you shift. Knee into the chest. Take it back. Bring it up. Take it back to the right. Bring it up. Take it open and tap to the left. Bring it up. So you're using all these different muscles here and lower down. Take a little shift in the hips side to side. Let that go. And we're going to do it again. We're going to add another round this time. Finding stork, right knee lifts into the chest. Take it straight back. And lift. Pull in. Cross over to the left. And lift. Cross out to the right. And back to center. One more round on this side. Take it back. Stay lifted as you lower. Lift. Cross in the back. Lift. Out to the side. And lift. Come back through center. Switch right over to the other side. Left leg lifts. Straight to the back. Scoop belly as we lower down. Tap. And lift. Lots of control here. Try not to fire off of the back foot. Right? That's just a pausing space. And then we float it back to center. Out to the side. And center. To the back. And center. Woo! To the right. And center. Out to the side. And center, come back, let that go, shake it out. Whew, I definitely can tell my right standing leg is not as strong as my left standing leg. Hopefully you're noticing some stuff like that in your body as well, so we can begin to bring that balance, right? Inhale, sweeps our hands high, look up. Exhale, forward fold, empty breath. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, take a deep bend in the knees, let the head be super heavy here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're moving into a series of grounded airplanes. So a fantastic place for a block if your hamstrings are quite tight yet because we haven't really opened them up. Excuse me. So right leg is going to lift up, reach back, and try to find the balance in between the hips here. We're going to basically do the same series we just did with tapping. Let's take 5 taps straight down, hips are square. 1, lift with that belly. 2, 3, lengthen the neck. 4, 5, cross over to the left. 1, whoa. 2, I would say probably squeeze high inner thighs. Yep, that'll prevent that. Good. Tap 3. Tap 4. And 5. Woo! We're going out to the side. Here we go. Maybe I just use the ground. Out to the side, we tap. 1, Stay lifted out of that left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodness. And let it go. Fold it down. That felt awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in the right knee. Left hand lifts to the sky. Let's stretch out that IT band. Hand can be on the earth or a block. Chest peels forward. Tailbone back. Breathe big. Exhale, top hand down. Take another inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. And let's go ahead and rise up to a tall mountain. Get our head above our heart for a moment. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a second to check in with yourself, right? Check in with your breath. Check in with where your mind has wandered and just bring it back to that intention for practice today. Inhale's going to sweep our hands to the sky. And let's take this other side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We got our left foot extending straight out behind us. Grounded airplane. You choose where the hands go. Lengthen the back of the neck. And we'll tap the toes to the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now here's the fun when we're taking it all the way to the right. Two, the blue one. 3. Woo! 4. Soften that face. 5. Coming out to the side. 1. Lift out of that right leg. Don't sacrifice the form for the movement. 2. Lift up. 3. 4. Ooh. And 5. Coming back to center. Exhale, forward fold. That feels so good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in the left knee. Right hand is reaching to the sky. Open up that hip. Exhale is going to forward fold you. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Check back in with yourself. Woo, that was tough. That was fun. Reset. Refocus. Inhale, sweeps hands high. Exhale, right hand to the left wrist. Pull to the right for that side's body stretch. Back of the neck is getting so long here. Inhale brings us back through center. Lift up, lengthen up. Switch sides. Exhale to the left. Inhale brings us back through center. Release that hold. Exhale, forward fold. Empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Slide your left foot back. We'll be in a right runner's lunge. Heart and eyes reach forward. Lengthen out behind that back leg. Shifting into a wide-legged forward fold. Rotate your feet. Drop your head down. Hands can go where you like. About 7 breaths here. Whoops. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rotate towards that left foot, runner's lunge. Lengthen out through that body. Slowly as you can, step up to the what is now the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts you. Exhale, fold. Slide your left foot back. You'll be in a right runner's lunge. Heart and eyes reach forward. Back knee, go ahead and come down to the earth for this deeper variation. Maybe hands come up to the thighs. Maybe hands begin to lift up to the sky. Keep the hips square wherever the hands go, and try not to build tension into a different part of your body, right? So if we're working from here, we're trying to relax here, but not at the sacrifice of tensing up somewhere else. If that makes sense, hopefully. Lengthening the low belly as much as you can here. Slowly tucking the back toes, we're going to move into a side lunge skandasana. So walk your hands to the left side of you, rotate those hips, toes are out, heels are in. We begin to sink those hips down, right? So take your time. There's no rush to get into this space. Listen to what your body is saying. If there's like an intense sensation that starts to happen, focus on it. Don't just be like, well, this is what it's supposed to look like, and you move past that sensation, because that's your body's way of talking to you. So as I've landed here, I'm feeling a little sensation on the inside of this knee. So I'm going to lengthen up a little bit more. And I'm using my right arm to open up my right knee and hip area. So think about lengthening the tailbone and the sacrum down towards the ground, softening there as much as you can. Right, there's no goal shape you need to be in. It's all about continuing to ease deeper into your body. So if you let go of an attachment of what it should look like and pay attention a lot more to what it actually feels like, you're going to gain the flexibility a lot faster. And it'll last, because your body won't be mad at you. Woo! I love a good hip opener. So as we come back through center here into this wide-legged fold, maybe you take a little shoulder opener this time if that's for you. So ragdoll is a great option, or interlace fingers behind the back. Let the hands fall overhead. Gently release this hold if you are bound. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rotate back to the front of your mat, runner's lunge. Back knee comes down, modified. So you stay here, or you start to grow this posture. And again, right, length, lift. Last few moments. Slowly coming back into those hands. Tuck the back toes. Find your way back to a plank or modified plank. Choose a chaturanga flow or find downward facing dog. Melt that chest back and down. Open up through those shoulders. Take a deep breath in this strong foundation here. And then right leg is coming to the top of our mat, pigeon pose. Find balance in between the hips. You can always place a block underneath this hip if you need some support here, or support yourself with any other props, any other way, right? So lift up first. Notice where that tightness is coming from. Where's the space? Now draw attention back to your breath. Take a big inhale. Exhale it out of your mouth. Big full breath in. Keep the low belly locked. Exhale out of the mouth. Last one here, just relaxing into this a little bit deeper. Exhale it out. Slowly begin to fold if that's for you today by supporting yourself on props or the earth. Think about growing longer through the low back and lengthening as much as possible here. Notice where the resistance is lying in your body. Kindly draw your attention, towards it, and just ease it with your breath. Last few moments in this space. And then we'll inhale, begin to bring our way up into our hands. Taking a quad stretch from here. So maybe this is already a deep space for you. Please just stay right here. If you want to, you can start to flex the heel towards the bum. Maybe even reaching back for that foot or ankle. Taking the variation that's working best for you today. I definitely feel some tightness in my quads, so I'm not gonna force anything, right? Just find that length, find that ease, and then find that breath. Swallowed a bug. Slowly start to gently release this foot. Find a little bit of movement side to side. Now you can make your way back to a 3-point tabletop or even rock onto this right hip and windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then you'll find your way over to the other side. So however you'd like to get there, you can go back from that 3-point. You can rock into it from seated. It's really up to you. Use props on this side if they're necessary, and we're gonna land and hold it for a moment, lifting up out of that side. So find that length. Take a big full breath in. Exhale it out of the mouth. Big full breath in. Keep the belly lifted and engaged. Exhale it out. Big full breath in. Exhale it out. Staying here, beginning to fold into a deeper space for you. Setting yourself up with your props or land on the forearms. And then we'll just ease our way deeper into this shape. Finding openness, finding relief. Releasing a little bit deeper. Maybe it's your shoulders, your face, your arms. Continuing to just breathe into this resistance. Last few moments. Slowly coming up into your hands for that quad stretch, or maybe we just lift and hold here. Choosing what variation works for you. Continually thinking about lifting and locking up that low belly, relaxing shoulders back and down, keeping the neck neutral, the face neutral. And just visualizing all that tightness softening down. Gently release that foot down. Coming out of this however you need to. I'm going to rock onto my hips, finding an easy seated position, leaning back to windshield wiper my knees. And we'll stay seated. If you're not there yet, you can meet us there when you're ready. Bringing feet together, knees apart for a reclining bound angle. Wide-legged diamond if you want to hit more of this low back, outer hip area. Or bring the feet a little bit closer if you'd like to get more inner thigh. We've touched on both areas, so you're gonna know where was tighter for you or what you would like more of. Inhale's gonna lift up through the low belly. Exhale, begin to shift forward. Find that edge of resistance, and then begin to soften the shoulders, soften the top of the head, the face, and you can land on any props that you need to. Finding length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Last few moments. Inhale begins to bring us back up nice and tall. Find that long spine, that length in the low back. Extend the legs out in front of you for a seated forward fold. Legs are nice and long, belly button lifts up. Exhale, we begin to shift forward, lengthening the low back, top of the head towards the top of those feet. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my charging cord so I don't move. Relax the back of the neck. Let the shoulders fall a little bit heavier. Arms fall a little heavier. Inhale begins to rise us up nice and tall. Take a bend in the knees, begin to make your way onto your back, setting up for one final back bend of your choice. So bridge, fish, or wheel. If you'd like to take wheel, hands are by the ears, fingertips towards the shoulders. Inhale begins to lift the heart, doesn't matter where you go, and breathe. Exhale slowly lowers you down as you're ready. Maybe circle those wrists if you were in that wheel. Finishing with a nice happy baby as you're ready. Hands can ground the outer blades of the feet, ankles, shins, whatever you can grab a hold of to get the knees open and wide. So you don't have to have the feet if that lifts your low back off the ground. You can also take peace fingers around the big toes, but don't let the feet sickle in towards center. Keep the soles of the feet towards the sky. Right, you don't have to stay still here. You can play with straightening out one leg and then the other. Reminding yourself that you're not forcing this movement. You're finding your edge, and then you're seeing how you can soften. So it might not even be in the area that you're drawing your attention to at first. It might not be on that inner thigh. It might be in your lowest part of your back that you can release and gain a little more space. Last 2 breaths here. We'll slowly start to bring those knees back into our chest. There's no rush. Little squeeze here. Knees begin to fall to the left, arms open out wide, spinal twist as you're ready. If this is too deep, start to separate the knees a little bit. If you would like to go deeper, wrap the top leg over the bottom leg. See how you can relax in the place that's given you the most resistance. Knees come back to center, making any adjustments necessary, and we'll head over to the other side. Same thing, open up. Knees begin to come back through center. Taking any final movement you need to take to complete this practice today. And as you're ready, releasing out into Shavasana. Finding a comfortable place to land as you finish this practice, so it can be on your back, your side, or your belly. You can even join me in an easy seated position if that's for you. Close the eyes, find a big cleansing breath as we let go of all of our muscles. Breathe in, fill up, maybe even contract your muscles a little bit, and then exhale it out of the mouth. Find that heaviness, let go. We're gonna take just the next few moments to allow our nervous system to reset and our body and our mind to rest and heal. So we'll have faster recovery times, plus we're gonna feel amazing. So find the stillness, right? I know sometimes we can get distracted and wanna move and wanna get up, but take these next few moments to just breathe in stillness. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Maybe deepen the inhales and the exhales. Bringing some subtle movement into the hands and the feet and whatever space you're in. Slowly bringing that energy back into the body. You might have some other moves that'll feel good, like reaching arms overhead. And then come back to a still space, either on your back or your side. And begin to scan through this physical body, noticing how you feel in this moment. What are the sensations that are showing up? Don't label them good, bad, right, or wrong. Just notice them. Notice how you feel mentally and emotionally since you practiced today. And as you're ready, begin to make your way up into an easy seated position as we close out this practice in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude, as always, for these physical bodies, right? Let's love them. They carry us around every single moment of every day. So take this one breath, even if it's the only one today, and find gratitude for this physical body. Finding gratitude, as always, for the choice that we make to take care of ourselves. Gratitude for the opportunity that we have to do it together virtually. And then we'll bring those thumbs to the forehead, finding gratitude for each other. Namaste, friends. Thank you all so much for joining us today here with Cat Harmon Yoga. Hope you've enjoyed this practice. If you did like it, click subscribe to the channel so you'll notice any of our new videos that come out. If you would like to join one of these actual live classes that we're filming via Zoom, please head over to Cat Harmon Yoga on Instagram and check us out. All are welcome. These classes are so fun, and you still get to be a part of the community. And you never have to turn your camera on if you don't want anybody seeing your practice. So I believe that's it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you again.